What's up?
Hello. So, let's get out of character for all of this. So, we're doing the Homestuck tag.
Not even Homestuck.
I mean, I'm looking at Homestucks, and
we're gonna do the cosplay tag.
I'm tired.
Up, y'all. This shit is ironic. Strider's beats are best suited to trolls hooked on phonics.
First question is introduce yourself. Tell your cosplay name and whatever name you go by when you're in cosplay.
Well, my cosplay name is Nix Noon, and I go by Nixie or Amy.
And my cosplay name is either JCap or Jojo. I go by Jojo on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So, that's that.
And Capri Sun.
Or Capri Sun with 2 N's.
Because beauty, just there.
Okay. Question number 2 is, how did you get into cosplay?
First time I was like, what the hell is cosplay? I was in freshman year of high school, and everybody's like, you need to join the anime club, because I was super into Death Note. And that was basically the first time, because they were like, we're going to have a cosplay tea party this Thursday to celebrate the new year. And I'm like, the hell is cosplay?
For me, I was a tiny little weebs of only 16 years old. And I got into cosplay through a friend who introduced me to her, costumes as I saw them, and she told me that it was a cosplay. I was like, what the fuck is cosplay? What does that even mean? Because I was one of those weebs that was into DBZ, Naruto, Bleach, fucking Death Note. Just all the old school stuff. And she was showing me her outfits. She was actually Sakura from Naruto, and she had also done Misa from Death Note. So I was like, okay, this is cool. I like anime. And she actually was the one who got me into anime more. And so, yeah. That's how that happened. And then I started actually wanting to cosplay and started cosplaying.
Same.
And did my first cosplay when I was 18. And so the third question is, how long have you been into cosplay? Yeah, since I was 16.
About 6. Oh god, it's going on 7 years. I feel old.
You are old. 4 is, how many cosplays have you done? Have you finished?
Finished?
Yeah.
Around 30. Yeah, around 30.
So for me, it's funny because some of mine are almost done, and I don't know whether I should count those or not, but in total, I probably have 10. How did or do you get your costumes? I start with a base item and then work from there, whether it's buying stuff or making things. I get a lot of help from this one and a lot of help from other people.
The rest of our group, who we need to spring this on them too eventually.
Yeah.
At some point.
So it always starts with one base thing, I would always, buy like a pair of pants, or I have a pair of pants that I'm ready to ruin or something like that. It's true though. Airden.
Yeah. Me, I have a pretty good background with crafting, painting, sewing. I sewed by hand for the longest time.
Yeah. What was your first cosplay, why you chose it, and how do you feel about it now?
My first cosplay ever was Elle from Death Note. I have no idea what it's doing. It's just gonna keep going like that. Yeah, it was Elle from Death Note, and at the time I had this really crap, my hair was so cut, 7 kinds of shitty, and I used it because it was black and it was roughly his length. And it was my first cosplay, so I didn't know how to style my hair, I didn't know how to do the makeup or anything, so I just kind of did my eyeliner.
Made your eyes look tired.
I was like, brrr, with my eyeliner.
Fucking smudged some eyeliner underneath your eye.
I did. I really did.
Throw on a white shirt and some jeans and call it fucking Elle.
And everybody was like, oh, you should be wearing shoes, because it was hot, because it was a summer, because it was, the first time I did it was at the AFW.
But he doesn't usually wear shoes.
I know. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, the only shoes I had with me at the time were my heels. So Elle in 2-inch heels. is hilarious, by the way.
Sounds like a good time.
And at the time, I didn't know how to bind. So
I had boobs.
No, I was L, and I had ace bandages wrapped around me like 8 times.
That sucks. Ace band. Okay, cosplay tip from me to you.
Don't bind with ace bandages.
Don't use ace bandages to bind.
Ever.
That is the worst idea.
Yes, we will put links below on where you can find binders. Please don't ever bind with an ace bandage. It will hurt you.
Yeah. For me, my first cosplay was a closet cosplay that I threw together the night before con of Misa Misa from Death Note.
And it was still adorable.
And
that's how we actually met.
Well, kind of. We had known each other for years before that.
Yeah.
But we never really talked before then.
Yeah.
I had a black skater dress with skulls all over it and a studded belt that I put around my waist and then some, like, fucking thigh-high boots and a fishnet stocking. And my hair was black and blonde, paneled at that time, so I just put the little 2 pigtails in and red lips and I was Misa.
And it was adorable.
It was okay. The way I feel about it now, I don't hate it. I look back and I'm like, oh, I could have done this better. Why did I throw that together the night before con? You know, all of that kind of stuff.
And as far as my feelings go to my first cosplay, I'm actually getting ready to remake my L cosplay, and this is probably the wig I'm going to use for it.
That means she doesn't feel so proud of her first.
No.
Ooh, you're not going to like this question. What is your most favorite cosplay that you have and why?
I can't choose!
Yeah, probably Cecil is my favorite right now. I'm thinking.
Again, mine's a tie between probably Cecil, Morning After Stuck Dave, and Mulin. Like a 3-way tie for the moment.
What is your most favorite thing about cosplay?
I don't have to be me.
That's kind of a simple answer.
But it's true.
Yeah.
It's like you get to be someone else that you love, and you know you can be them, and you know other people actually know who they are. I think that's kind of why I like cosplay.
Cosplay for me is much deeper than putting on a costume and being a character. It's, you know, the friends that you make. It's the experiences that you get to have. I have a whole post on my Tumblr that I just kind of word vomited about how I feel about cosplay. It's an escape for some people. For others, it's, you know, a zeal for, you know, a challenge per se for finishing something, or it's a goal that you strive for. But for me specifically, it's the things that I've been able to do, the people I've been able to meet that I wouldn't have without cosplay.
Boop. I'm one of them.
Yeah. We connected. We didn't meet, but we connected over cosplay. Give up if
don't give up and go into your cosplay community. Like us?
Yeah. I went to the one person that I knew
who does commission.
When I started talking to her because I needed help, it's because I knew that she had been cosplaying for a long time. I saw her cosplays on her Facebook, and she was the one person that I knew personally that did Homestuck cosplay. Got any cosplay pet peeves? If yes, what is it? Can I answer this one first?
Yeah.
Somebody who's a know-it-all, somebody who tries to give people advice that they don't want or tell them off when they're doing something wrong, or, you know, wrong, quote-unquote, or if they're not, it's called headcanon for a reason, because it's in your head, it's how you see it, or whatever. It's super annoying when somebody thinks that they can be everybody all at once and everything that they do is better than somebody else, but that is probably my pet peeve, when somebody thinks that they can just, you know, be everybody in the fucking fandom and cosplay all the people and tell everybody, well, I'm cosplaying that person, so you can't because you don't do it right or whatever. And that's not the point.
Like, honestly, I'm a cosplay whore. I have 2 notebook pages full of Homestuck cosplays alone. And if someone wants advice or help or whatever, or commission, I'm happy to do it. But if they're not asking me, I'm not saying anything. That's like what she's saying. That's one thing. I hate when people do that shit. I hate it. Like, you don't understand. I've had body issues since I was a little kid. And everybody, oh, you're too fat to wear this. You're too fat to wear that. So when you go to a convention and you're wearing something you worked so hard on, like my Mulin, I got told 7 times I was too fat to be Mulin. I'm like, you know what? Let me sing you the song of my people.
Last question is, tell me about your most recent cosplay, and who do you want to do this next? Do this tag next, but we don't have to do that part.
Oh no, we're doing that part.
We're gonna surprise our friends, is what we're gonna do.
Yeah, so they're tagged.
Not that they have YouTubes, but whatever.
Yet.
If you guys want to do this tag, do it.
Go for it.
It's gonna be most recent cosplay, and not cosplays. Your most recent cosplay that you finished.
Finished morning after stuck Dave.
My most recent cosplay, Cecil.